Good evening, everybody. I surprised them. This is the Reck and PopPop Show on Tuesday, the 16th of June, 2026. Last Reck and PopPop Show, I was very cranky and tired and just calm.
You weren't even cranky. You were just like, I thought somebody gave you a sedative.
You interrupted me.
Yeah.
Not
my
tonight.
job.
Reck, say hi.
Hi, everybody. Welcome
Introduce
to the
our
show
guest
tonight.
since he's your guest. You signed him up. I
Yeah.
wouldn't. I mean, I like Waldo. Waldo's a good dude.
I'm
you too,
introducing my brother in arms, the Blade
Good
Master, Spear Master tournament attendee, Waldo Rodriguez, who just happens to also write the Reclaimer series, which is fantastic. I love it because he starts off by blowing up Florida.
And that means we're both blown up.
Yeah.
What else are you supposed to do?
Now. Yeah. Well, Waldo, why don't you go ahead and give yourself an introduction here? I know you can do better than I'm the guy that blew up Florida.
I don't know. I don't think I can top that.
No, not that.
It's got to be pretty high up there in Florida man stories. So, Waldo Rodriguez, author of the Reclaimer series, co-author for Obelisk System Integration, which you might know as Connor Malachi, the author of that. I'm the writing problem of that equation. And I've been writing for a while now.
Yeah. How long have you been writing?
Are we talking published or
Both.
since I started?
Give us both. Give us your stats.
Publishing, I want to say it's been like 4 years now. And before that, I was writing Reclaimer 1 like 4 or 5 years on and off, like rewriting it and rewriting it and rewriting it before I was like, here, people, look at it. I was just talking about friends and family who gaslit me into saying it was perfect. It was like, no, you're wrong. There's something horribly wrong here.
All right, I've got to interrupt. Did I hear you say that you are co-writing, but you're also under the name Connor Malachi?
Yeah, Obelisk System Integration is under the name Connor Malachi.
I did not know that.
Yeah, and I am the problem child that wrote that.
Yes, we know you are.
my co-author there is there to keep me in the rails, and yeah.
Is that
we had one big thing that
your normal co-writer?
He's my only current co-writer right now.
Okay, but I'm
going to be working on something.
You did Connor Malachi as the name for that one.
Yeah, it's because he was big in urban fantasy, and he was worried that if he strapped his name onto the title, it was going to completely screw over the algorithm.
You know what? He's smart that way. You have to give him credit for that. But I didn't know that.
It made sense to me.
Okay. I learned something. Can I leave now? Can I go home now?
You learned something? Is that still
I
possible?
learned something from Waldo. Raven's Dagger is here. He learned something too.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Well, okay. So it sounds like I feel like this question of like, how long have you been writing? It's like, how long have you been together? How long have you been married? When you're asking a couple, right? Like, sounds like you've been with writing for like a decade, and you've been married to writing for like 5 years, 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. Like I said, it's just when I started writing, and I imagine this is the same way for most people, it's just you don't want to show it to anyone because you're worried it's going to be a trash fire. And there's going to be a face attached to that dumpster fire.
Well, you don't have to worry about Reclaimer being a dumpster fire. That book was it. Yeah. So I just like double shot that book.
That is, you got the good version.
Look at the power that Waldo has. Look who's here.
Rachel. Hey, Rachel.
Rachel's
hi, Rachel.
here. Hi, Rachel. I don't think Rachel's ever visited us before. That's because of you, Waldo.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Power. Absolutely.
Should I thank you or apologize?
No, that's a thank you. And of course, Raven's Dagger's mom is here.
Of course.
Nice.
Of course.
Wow.
Hey, Raven Stagger's mom. All right. So, Waldo, you and I met at Jordan Con. And it was you, Matt Herman, and I that were the LitRPG rep in the Boffer tournament, which you actually acquitted yourself quite well.
3 Brandon Sanderson fans were
Acquitted myself.
devastated. They were sliced and they were taken to the hospital.
That's right. That's right. We need a bigger showing next year for LitRPG. But
I need proper training. That's what I need.
yeah,
Shoes
yeah,
that
we
don't
need,
slip and slide on
we'll do
carpet.
like a sword training session.
So
Yeah,
can I bring the gladius that Crit Happens got me and the tomahawk that Matt Knapp made for me? Can I bring them both with me?
I'm not
At
sure they'll
JordanCon?
allow a Florida man into the hotel with both of those
Or a
weapons.
boomer? A
Yeah.
boomer to have
I think they have rules about the weapons you use in the tournament.
rules.
I mean, rest assured, you'd probably win.
Well, because they'd be all dead.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
would
there'd be
advise
nobody
you
left.
both not to get into it because the tomahawk, that'll put an eye out and a brain.
Oh,
But,
my
okay.
first fight there was fun. Two guys who didn't know what the hell they were doing, just smacking swords. And the next one, they put me with someone who was pro, and I was like, "Oh crap, you know what you're doing? I'm dead."
Yeah, yeah. At some point we'll have to add some sort of sword event to LitRPG.
How did Matt do?
Matt did pretty good too. Yeah, I mean, both Matt
At
and
least 3
Waldo.
rounds, didn't he?
Yeah.
Matt's like the strong silent type.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, he'd just surprise the crap out of you and laugh while you die at his feet.
Yeah, it's true. Matt did pretty good. I think he ended up in like the quarters or semifinals for one of the weapons, but
Oh yeah, he did both.
yeah,
He did both sword and spear.
he did both and guilted me into doing both. Did you just do sword?
I went for the sword because I like swords, and the spears was like, if I'm gonna bother using a spear, at least give me a proper spear.
Yeah.
Not this little stick. It's just a glorified sword.
Now, Raven's Dagger, we have 2 out of 3 of the people on the show tonight are Florida men. So you got to be careful. We're in control. This can get all Twilight Zone.
I'm a northerner, so Raven's Dagger needs to like join us so we can even the playing field here.
Raven's Dagger is, we're northerner.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Raven's Dagger and I might be able to outmatch Florida, 2 Florida men. So.
I don't know about that.
Oh no. We got Gator Cavalry.
So, true. I'll go get the gator in the retention basin. Lure him up with a small dog or something.
I got 3 of those.
Don't tell my daughter. So with this, your Reclaimer series, you know, I love my Apocalypse. You know that, I can read just about any part of LitRPG. A little struggling with the academies, even though I've got swayed by lazy loops. Yours is not legitimate or truthfully like a real apocalypse because it's set way in the future of something. Tell me what a Reclaimer does. Why is it different? What is it? Look at that, Reck. I came up with a real question.
I know he's got a real question. I can't interrupt.
How dare. So Reclaimer isn't like the apocalypse going on there isn't like the normal apocalypse where everything is blowing up at once immediately right the second. It's a slow creeping death kind of apocalypse. It's happening slowly over time. As you see in the first chapter, there's that big mega storm coming, and there's in the exposition there's been this horrible weather hitting the planet over and over again. It's just eating things away. Now, in the first book, you just think, oh, that's just the weather acting up and not at all like some crazy magical shenanigans going on that were set in motion long ago. Turns out that's what's actually going on, but you get into that later. So, first 4 books, I guess you could consider them academy because they're in the Crucible, the training.
I mean,
training
academy extreme version.
I mean, look, I read a lot of academy where they're just being cozy and reading books and having some.
This is not a cozy.
teen
I'm
drama
just
beef.
warning. This is like military boot camp hell version.
I'm here. I'm over here like, I'm here for the violence. Sign me up. Get me the guns. Give me the mechs. Give me the swords.
Yeah, this is not a cozy academy novel.
But yeah, after those first 4 books, we get to what I originally set out to write, which is book 5 in the series now, Padafall. That was originally meant to be the first book in the series, but the first 4 books came about from, I want to do a quick flashback scene. That was not quick.
Seriously, that's what you call a slow burn. You know,
Well,
this guy is
Book one
There's
kinda
lots
slow
of
to
there's
get
lots
going,
of
but
slow burning.
seriously an ageist.
get to 2. It starts rolling a lot faster.
Okay.
Downhill
I'll take
for
your word
everyone
for it.
involved.
I honestly I would not
More
say
fun for
book
me.
1 is slow necessarily. Yeah, book 1 isn't slow. There's a lot of action. But yeah, the build up to the reclaimer part. So I mean, part of it is with this world is that this is the training for what's next, right? So
Yeah.
it sounds like Waldo, what's next starts kind of book 5-ish. Is that
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And that's the arc you're still in right now through book 8.
I am 2 books away from finishing it. Book 9 is with the editor. Book 10, I am just about done touching up because book 10 was not supposed to be 10, and neither was 9. It just kind of happened that 8 kind of got out of hand again. So I got 2 extra books that were supposed to be 1.
Oh darn,
Happens.
2 extra books.
Yeah, but they're fat books, so my wallet cries every time it sees the editing bill.
Yeah. That is the one downside to having such a chunky genre is the editing fees. Yeah.
The good thing is that it's a very fun 2 extra books. Especially if you like over the top fights in 9 and 10, the climax fights, like, holy crap. Get me an anime studio. Stat.
Hey, Reck,
Mm-hmm.
I love your bookcase.
It's looking more orderly, isn't it?
Holy crap.
Yeah.
It's awesome looking compared to what it started out as.
You know, some of us just have to grow into our books.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, carry on.
Yeah. So I the Reclaimer book 1, I haven't read the whole series, but Reclaimer book 1 is, I mean, you can call it an academy. I mean, sure, you can add an academy tag, but it's very like there's one point in the story where somebody is like, I think we've lost like 100 recruits to the death maze and to the Crucible, right? And I'm sitting there and I'm like, 100? Are you sure? It's got to be like 500 by now. Like everybody's like getting chomped by the chompers or like falling off the platform or eaten by sharks or, you know, I mean, it's just like, damn, man. So tell me, Waldo, what's wrong with you?
We've both
I
spent a
don't
lot
know,
of
man.
time with Waldo, so we know
Most-
this is going to take a long time. And we have out.
I think most kids grew up watching Barney and Blue's Clues, and I grew up watching Terminator, Aliens, and freaking Saving Private Ryan. So I might have a slight bias towards action.
Do you twitch a lot? And I don't mean the software either. I mean, like, do you walk around twitching from all that stuff? Or
No,
okay,
I'm pretty relaxed.
just checking.
So one of the things about the story that gets me is that you really do, like, I mean, people are dying left and right, and you do kill characters that, like, I was like, oh, they're gonna be best friends forever. Nope, best friends for like Act 1. Right?
I haven't killed anyone important yet.
Lord. So that's my question. You're building a team. Are you gonna break our hearts as the series goes on, potentially?
Yes.
What are you in a congressional hearing and you have to lean up to the microphone?
Look, I have at
Yes.
least 2 characters where the fan base has a gun to my head saying, you cannot harm them in any way, shape, or form. It's like, maybe
And you
just
do
a
it
little
anyway.
bit.
Right?
Maybe a little
How
character.
about they just
development.
lose a limb? How about just
Like, if
one
they tell
limb?
you not to harm them, does that like increase your desire to do so?
Yes, actually. Because you're telling me there is
Yeah,
a huge
serious
potential for
question.
emotional damage.
We have a question from Mr. Landry.
Well, so let me ask this question, because book 1 has some like virtual mech fights where they're in a simulator. Does the series progress to have more like mega mech fights?
So to answer Landry's question, my introduction to mecha, I would have to be back in the day with Gundam Wing and Macross. I was like 5 or 6 watching those. I was like, this is awesome. I need this. From there, it's been a horrible downhill spiral. I know my first mech game that I ever played was one of the original Armored Cores when my cousin brought it from, he brought it on his OG PlayStation but he didn't know what the hell he was doing with it. And I was like 5, so I definitely had no idea what the hell was going on there. Like, we got stats for stats and stats for stats. And there's just like, the hell does any of this do? I was just going to build a cool looking robot and get blown up 5 times. Never progress. That's a little different now. No, I min-max my robots in Armored Core 6 and just I strength the hell out of that game. But as for the series, yes. There are another, at least one more simulated mech fight, and then in 4 we get our first real steel battle, and it is over the top.
Excellent.
Just yeah, I will say it because I'm too tempted to talk about it. It's gonna spoil things. So just gonna not.
Spoilers. Damn it.
Well, I will say, like, if like, I mean, there's a lot that happens in book 1. I think when you and I were talking about it, you're like, it's a lot of like characters versus environment stuff. But like, some of my favorite parts were the simulated mech fights, and so it's good to hear that actualizes later. Yeah. EJW says Armored Core was amazing. Definitely one of my main mech influences, also. So.
Oh yeah. That and Gundam are probably my top 2 easily.
Yeah.
I wish I could say Macross is up there higher just because I love a lot of the storytelling and the animation and all that. But for some reason they decided to make the weakness of the aliens J-pop. And I can never wrap my head around it.
That's fair. Well, talk to us a little bit about your characters. Who are your top favorite characters in your series?
That's a hard one. I'm gonna not say the main character because I'm biased towards him. So I imagine just because you're the author and you're spending so much time with the main character, you have to have some bias there. So outside of him, I would say Alexander, Sergey, and in book 1, you're not going to see her. And when you see her for the first time in 5, you're going to be like, how the hell? Tenebris. Those are my top 3, hands down.
Okay, so it's interesting. You put Alex, who's kind of the villain in book 1, as one of your favorite characters. Talk to me a little bit about that.
So he was a character I went back and forth a lot in the gajillion billion drafts that I made of that book. I thought it was going to be, he's just going to be the big bad asshole through the entire series until he's gone. And then I started reading more into, I actually discovered the RPG genre because when I started, I was aiming for military sci-fi, but I didn't know the RPG genre existed. So when I had all my stats and stuff, I was like, no one's going to want to read this. So I took them out later on with some of my mentors picked it up. They're like, this would be great for the RPG and add the numbers in. And it was like, but anyway, when I read more into the genre, one of the things that kept bothering me was that there was this trope of the young master constantly always being an asshole and getting his teeth kicked in. It's like everyone and their mother does this. Let me try to do something different. Let me see if I can make this guy redeemable. Like, sure, he's an asshole, but can I redeem him? And as that kind of unfolded, I was like, I don't want to kill him anymore. I actually would really hate it if that happened to him.
Uh-oh.
And that's come pretty close to happening. And I've been like, should I? Could I? I mean, I could.
Do you ever write the scene where you kill a character and then retract it and goes in a different direction?
Yeah, a couple of times. Sergey was one of them. I did like 3 or 4 different death scenes for him, and then I was like, no, I can't. And this was before people were telling me they loved him.
You came pretty close to killing him at book 1 like 3 times.
You might have noticed then, where I rewrote the scenes.
Yeah. Sergey is this like a giant Russian guy who is, he's just kind of fun for a little bit of comic relief, just a little bit. It's just like a giant squishmallow kind of.
You gotta keep comic relief around.
Yeah.
He speaks in horrendously broken English.
Yeah, he does. I mean, it comes your narrator does the kind of Russian-y sort of accent very well. It was very notable. Mm-hmm.
I kind of wanted to reach out to him and be like, can you dial up the stereotypical? Just wham it up.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably too much.
Yeah. Okay, so you said Sergey was also a top talk to us about what Sergei's role kind of in the book is, and why do you love him so much?
He was just, I'm a pantser at heart, so while I do have an outline for all these books and where I kind of generally want the story to go, he's one of those people that kind of showed up and stayed there when I had no plan for him. Sergei showed up
Which happens all the
as,
time.
yeah. When the story starts, basically in chapter 1, you see the world's basically at a great big world war, and the enemy faction, the Pan-Asian Coalition, comes in and they start laying waste to Florida, and Gabriel gets caught in the middle of all that. Sergei is a character who was recruited from one of those nations that attacked. So he was like, are these people just horrible, ruthless monsters across the board, or are any of them also good people? So with him, I wanted to be like, okay, this one guy is really good, so do we actually hate him or not? But at the same time, you have the news reports going on in the background of book 1 saying, look at all the fucked up shit these guys are doing. And let me know if I should swear or not, because that's kind of my default.
Yeah. No, you're fine.
So was I safe in Polk County? Or did all of Florida get wiped out?
All of Florida.
Yeah.
Great.
By the time book 1 happens, everything south of Orlando's gone. Everything past it is pretty messed up. And the pack come in and attack. Orlando's pretty messed up. And if that wasn't good enough, the super hurricane makes sure that it's completely gone.
All right, I'm done.
But yeah, Sergei just ended up being this incredibly lovable character that even the people who are like, I should be disciplining the crap out of you, are like, you're too wholesome for that, but don't step out of line again.
Yeah. He is kind of this like tough squishmallow with lots of muscles. So even if you wanted to get rid of him, it would be hard.
Yeah. This is especially funny because you have on the opposite end of that, you have the drill instructor, Olivia, who is just tiny by comparison. And she's like, I'm going to keep you in line. They're like, how the hell are you going to do this? You're like, not even half his size. She has some tricks up her sleeve.
Okay.
She doesn't have to because he listens. The ones who step out of line find out real quick.
Yeah.
Gabriel, especially in book 2. You'll see when you get there.
So in your world, you have a lot of like mashup of like technology and just like brute strength and, you know, this like hints of magic that's coming, right? Why? I mean, you know, a lot of these stories, like we pick, you know, the guy that can punch hard or the guy that can shoot fireballs, you know, but we don't have like all of it like mixed in a book. What made you decide to go with this mashup of, you know, mechs plus magic plus, you know, fist fights plus, you know, jumping across platforms? Talk to us a little bit about all of that coming together.
So one of my favorite genres of fiction that I see next to none of is sci-fi fantasy. And when I do see sci-fi fantasy done, like Warhammer 40k is like the gold standard for that because it blends them both really well, and neither the sci-fi elements nor the fantasy elements really get left out, where one is inherently weaker than the other. Versus I've read other books, I won't name any names because I love those books and I don't want to sound like I'm throwing shade at other authors and series, but they do this thing where it's like either the tech completely overrides the magic and there's no point to the magic, or the magic completely overrides the tech and there's no point to the tech. Like, why haven't these guys been wiped out kind of thing? So I wanted to do something with that kind of bridges that gap. But at the same time, I wanted to tell a story of, like I said, the second arc of the series was supposed to be the original series, and they were going to have magic and tech right out the gate. Because I wanted to tell the I guess, prequel, the first 4 books first. I wanted to tell the story from the point of view of a world that lost its magic. And most everyone that's a normal person has no idea it exists. If they hear about it, it's BS, it's fairy tales, someone's clearly gone mentally insane, which is why whenever the main character, Gabriel, has an episode where his magic starts flaring up, he's like, I am being broken by this place. I am not well in the head. I should probably get some help, but I don't want to get kicked out either.
He does have this like, and it's almost to the point of like ridiculousness. And I was talking to Waldo and I'm like, I just had to remind myself that the main character, Gabriel, he doesn't know he's in a LitRPG. Like, you know, if he started glowing, you would probably think you were just losing it, especially under the harsh conditions that he's under in the book. But yeah, at some point it's like, dude, you just shot a fireball.
Yeah, no, that very blatantly happens in book 2.
Yeah.
Not a fireball, but it's very noticeable when it happens and everyone sees it. Like, what the hell just happened?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted to add consequences to that too, because there's a whole backstory for that, and I don't know how much I can say without it being spoilers, but basically it's locked away. People don't normally gain access to it, and the ways that you can gain access to it, the legit ways, nobody knows about them. The questionable ways are very easy and very dangerous to fall into on accident.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, Landry's got a question for you. What was the biggest challenge in translating military armor, railguns, and mechs into a system, and what was your inspiration for the demons and monsters that they have to face?
Okay, so
yeah,
inspiration was pretty easy on the armor front. Like I said, I like sci-fi and fantasy. I love the Warhammer 40k. I love the StarCraft Marines. If there's a dude in power armor, I'm generally behind it. Give him a big sword, give him a big gun. That's all I need. And for the mechs, it's just, like I said, love the hell out of Gundam and Armored Core, specifically in Gundam 8th MS team, because they did a really good job of not making the Gundams feel like this overpowered machine. They made them feel like a real war machine instead of this I can destroy everything super robot thing.
Mm-hmm.
So those were my inspirations on those fronts. As for how they held up against the monster as well, results may vary. With the first arc, you don't see a demon pop up until book 3. So before that, the biggest bad monsters that they fight are Wastelanders and these killer robots that they put them up against. So they're like, okay, we're going to step up your training now. You're going to have robots to deal with something that's actually actively hunting you instead of just waiting for you to make a mistake.
I mean, Titus is a bit of a jerk too, but yeah.
Titus is the only one out of Alexander's group that sees Gabriel as a threat. So he wants to protect his baby. So he goes to protect his baby by cutting off the threat at the head. Yeah. It doesn't work out so well for him.
Did you have any? So I mean, this is a very like low crunch LitRPG. There's like level ups in like willpower and dexterity, and there's some like kind of skill level ups. As the series progresses, how did you think about like the mech and the technology side of things and how that would translate into a system for tracking like numbers?
So one of my biggest gripes with LitRPG, and when I originally wrote the book and I had the numbers in, I still kept them pretty low crunch. But again, I didn't know what LitRPG was at the time. Even when I learned what LitRPG was later and came back to re-add the numbers I took out, my biggest gripe was there were too many numbers, there was too much math, there were too many stat sheets. And the worst part about those stat sheets wasn't even that they were in there. I liked them being in there. I liked seeing how the character progressed. I hated how 9 times out of 10 they were placed at the worst possible time and just ruined all the tension of a moment.
Mm-hmm.
So I very deliberately wanted to do, I want to make this, I want to make it feel like it's an actual in-world thing. No outside force made this. No magical woo-woo gods made this. Some dude sat with code and coded the system to track someone's progression.
To just recognize your natural stats. Yeah.
And then I didn't want to have those constant interruptions of you gained XP, you gained levels, you got whatever loot. I just wanted to keep it more grounded, if that makes sense. Even though later on we have superpowers. So
you're like, I want my superpowers grounded in reality.
It's like I didn't want the normal guy to feel like they were useless next to a whiz robe. I very specifically have a moment that I absolutely love in book 4 where these two arcanists, which is what I call the mages, and they call themselves, we are the witches that your ancestors that couldn't burn. And this guy, who I absolutely thought he was a throwaway asshole in book 2, just shows up with his big ass gun. I was like, allow us to correct that mistake. Just go blam, blam, blam. It's great.
Noted.
And he's just a normal guy in armor with a gun versus wizards.
Yeah. I would say that your level ups and stuff are well placed. You know, it's not like you have. I always hate that thing about like you hear boss music playing and somebody's like, "Let me go grab a skill with my extra skill points." It's like,
Yeah.
It
was very much the best system for me as far as like being grounded in RPG is look at any Bethesda game, the whole Elder Scrolls, Skyrim kind of thing. Where it's like, do the thing, get gooder at the thing, and so on and so forth. And so it's just, I hit an arbitrary XP number, now I get to spread points around. Which was another gripe when I got really heavy into reading the genre was, these guys are just cheating their way through, and it bothers me. Like, this really cool moment just happened, it's really intense, and you stole all the attention.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you're in the audience, put your questions in the chat for Waldo. We will absolutely get to them. And if you want to harass Pop, that's okay too. So go for it.
I'm just sitting here behaving.
I don't like. It's like you've taken
what?
your sedative.
I'm not into Mechs. I wasn't into Mechs ages ago. So I'm gonna let you guys have a good conversation about things that you know that are good for you all and for the audience. And I'm just, I couldn't do Armor Core. I couldn't do Mech Warrior 1 or whatever.
There are very little mech in book 1, Pop. It's mostly...
I wish I could say the whole series. I wish I could say the whole series is very mech heavy, but there's only a few times that it shows up. When it does show up is very much worth it, though. Yeah,
I think you need to rewrite like a mech series next. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we get a mech series out of you. But yeah, it's not. It's more like a training montage from hell. I wouldn't even. I mean, there's no like let's go to class. It's like let's do this brutal thing and try to survive over and over. Yeah,
and a lot of people apparently don't.
Yeah.
Like Florida.
Well, I mean, Florida doesn't last like 3 seconds.
If it makes you feel better, after book 4, nobody lasts.
There you go. So eventually it does show up. That's a good thing.
Everyone is equally screwed.
So now we're done with this talking. Let's move a little bit closer to the Reck and PopPop Show. Waldo, what are you reading other than what you're writing?
I stumbled upon a book by Plum Parrot called Electric Angel. And I'm always looking for sci-fi reads in the genre. And this one's very much, so far, because I'm only on book 1, I haven't read through the rest of the series yet. It's very much a grounded in reality kind of lit RPG where the main character gets roped into a whole mess where they have to become basically an edge runner, if you've seen Cyberpunk, basically a mercenary. And so the progression comes in that they got to go out, do jobs, and based on how well they do in those jobs, they get rated, and then their stats go up. But, to get those ratings and make sure that they survive through everything that they're going through, they had to actually put in the effort outside of the jobs. So far, it's been a pretty fun ride, and I'm sucking for
Cyberpunk. To write a lot in different subs or different tropes. He is just excellent at what he does, and he's surprised that I like his stuff other than the apocalyptic stuff. So, but yeah, he's excellent.
Yeah, I'm really digging that book so far. We're only going to pick up the rest of it.
Is this the first Plum Parrot book, or have you read some of
the first one I've read? This is the first one I've read into.
You're going to be surprised when you read some of the other stuff because it is way different.
Why?
Okay. I mean, because Vic, his Victor of Tucson is gritty.
I mean, I'm pretty sure if you read Reclaimer and then you go read Obelisk System Integration or New Realm Online or Apocalypse Online, you're going to be like, this is different.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool when authors have a breadth of capability. Yeah.
Look, I was just glad my co-author said, okay, for Obelisk, we're going to write this character with 0 filter. Do whatever you want. Like, are you sure? Are you absolutely positively sure?
Are you ever going to have paperbacks for anything other than book 1? Or is it all just going to stay over on ebooks?
For Obelisk?
Yeah.
I'm going to shake my co-author again because he was supposed to have fixed that a while ago.
I'll
Because
go
people kept
smack
asking
him.
for
I
it.
don't care. I can
Yeah.
go smack him.
Yeah, I'll tell you who it is after. We're probably going to doing a relaunch of the series in a few months, so you'll
Wait
know
till
who
when?
it is if I don't tell you. But yeah, we absolutely should put them on paperback.
Yeah, the
I have book
collectors
one,
want
but
them.
I don't want to invest in book one unless I'm going to be able to read all the books
Right?
in physical format. Right? Isn't that right there, Dennis? Physicality, as says the guy who is now sunk deep into Royal Road.
You're gonna need a couple more bookshelves in that room, though, man.
Who?
Who, me?
No, Pop. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I
was gonna say.
I just cleared out one book for my Mango bookcase, and I have one more shelf I can clear out. I cannot touch Gims's shelf
Mm-hmm.
because she will slaughter me.
Yeah.
So that's not even a possible. So there's always going to be one non-lit RPG-ish shelf in the room.
I just had this flash of Florida going under with you just like covered in like books on, just your bookshelves have just dumped.
If it was like Sean Wilson's Isekai book from last summer, I just stuff them all in my backpack, my magic backpack of holding.
There you go.
And
just take your library with you.
Beats the whole buying a floating bookshelf idea I had.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Pop, what are you reading right now?
Physically?
No, emotionally.
Spiritually.
I have Ascendancy, which is by Cassidy. That came out a couple weeks ago. And this is like set way in the future, way in the future, when you can't even recognize what the world is like. But there are enough hints that it recognizes Orion as a constellation, and October as something that happens with his system. So it's in the future, way up. I'm doing a lot of reading on Railroad, so that's still Bone Daddy,
Yeah.
Bone Daddy, Lazy Loops. Let me just go. Come on, there.
Definitely need to read that Bone Daddy Goth Mommy story. It's just
it's
the title
awesome.
alone sold me.
I got rainy days on next Wednesday, so yeah.
So I am reading the top four. It didn't start out this way, but they're ending up right now. They're top four rising stars, plus a bunch that have already moved down, but they're still on the list as well. So I'm probably reading somewhere between 10 to 15 books a day, chapter or two each day. And it's just glorious. Kind of like one of them is kind of like Goth Mommy in terms of a chapter or a title. It's called Laid Pipe in Another World. So
is it a men's adventure? Is it a men's adventure?
It's not men's adventure. It is definitely an isekai. Definitely not men's adventure. But
not harem either.
Yes, the cover got me, and of course the title. So, look at this, and it turns out to be a good little story so far.
Yeah.
So I knew I had to say that one out loud because Reck would say, "Oh, Jesus."
Just for the title, I gotta give it the first 5 chapters.
Yes, go ahead, do it. So I mean, even then, and one of them is by Lars Mockmuller under a different name, but I'm allowed to say that. And that's a reverse isekai or reverse portal fantasy where Earth is invading into the universe that opened a portal. So initially, the portal comes into, believe it or not, Waldo, Florida.
I'm shocked. It's just
So
shocked.
you've got Lars over in Europe bringing about
It
an invasion
invade
into
Florida, because if they came to Canada, there'd be no invasion.
Yes, everyone would be so nice.
So what? The portal opened up in Florida. They came up to invade and then got pushed back in.
And they got pushed back in.
This is gay. This is gay Florida edition.
Ultimately, after that, a portal opened up in the Indian Ocean. That's where, where they go into the actual universe. But the initial invasion took place near Bradenton, Florida. And I'm like, you know what? Your guys don't really sound like they're from Florida. You might want to work on that, Lars. So
I am eagerly awaiting the scene where they have a helicopter gunship just strafing everyone. Blasting favorite son. Unfortunate son.
Yeah, that could happen. But it did not. So it was real quick. Bradenton, they got wiped out, and then it goes over to the portal home where everyone goes over, and now we're all in this new world. So, and my biggest concern there is some guy that's from Texas is not saying all y'all. You know how I am with
maybe he's a transplant.
Did they find the least Texan?
He's a Texan, so it doesn't matter. Texans will say all y'all, unless you're from, I don't know, McAllen and El Paso, maybe. Who knows? But the vast majority of Texans will say all y'all. So I've let him know. We'll see if he follows up with it. So that's what I'm doing. How about you, Reck? What do you got going on?
Yeah, damn Hunter Mythos. It's got me reading the Wandering Inn again.
What are you reading?
No, I'm on 8.63 of Wandering Inn now. He had me pick it back up.
Oh, that's right. He did
about
that.
it. So,
yeah.
I've done a lot of Wandering Inn reading lately when I should be reading other stuff, but it is what it is.
For you.
But I've also so Andrew Crit Happens sent me an arc. Digital arc for Kobolds, Minimex, and Orcs Oh My, which is his
I'm going to have
novel.
a conversation with him, I guess.
You don't want digital, man. You're like physical only. So I've started reading. I'm about 10 chapters in, and it's fun. It's a good read.
Principle, damn it.
Yeah, yeah. And I just finished book 4 of I'm Not the Hero of Sour Patch, Tommy's book. And I've got the art copy, I think, of book 5, which is next to my TBR.
Nice.
So, yeah.
An ebook or a real one?
Ebook.
Nice.
Nobody sends me real stuff, and that's okay. I don't.
I got nothing from Stumbling Up book 2, so I am chopped liver.
Nobody does. I just got the copies in like yesterday, so those should be going out in the mail here soon. Yeah.
Whatever. Don't worry.
Yeah. Yeah, but
I'll try
while you're bringing up Stumbling Up 2 is out on Friday, so we are just a few days away.
4 days.
4 days. Yeah, so super excited about that. I've got my author copies.
That's a great cover.
Yeah,
nice.
And I'm so glad that at least you showed me that ages before anyone else.
I actually just got the cover for book 3, and it is even better, if you can believe it. I'll give you a preview pop after the show.
Am I dead in book 2 or dead in book 3?
You die in book 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look. If you need more bodies, I volunteer.
Okay. Noted, Waldo. Yeah. Pop.
It's one of my favorite emojis now, by the way.
Is your pop art? Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen it, Morpheus did a pop get off my lawn art. I gave him some stickers of it at Jordan Con, but yeah, it's the end scene in book 2. I know, spoilers, but nobody wants
Pop-Pop to survive.
So. Yeah. No.
Best character dead, ruined.
Yeah.
So Corey, is that the new copy?
Yeah.
The new version of NPC for hire that you're making me buy and spend money on.
Yeah, NPC. So I did read NPC for hire for our interview of Corey. I got my dates mixed up, and I thought his was like the first of the month, so I read NPC for hire like 3 weeks ago. It's a good book. It's also like a sci-fi sort of.
Oh, Corey already knows that I just love his writing style because I literally, when you read his book, you can visualize the worlds in which, the world in which he's written. I'm not going to say any more than that. When you read it, you will be able to, he just captures the game worlds very well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I can say.
Steven wants to know how Gabriel would handle meeting Richard the Slug, and I think that Richard would quickly become Gabriel's like drill sergeant, shoulder buddy.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We might get along.
Yeah.
He's dealt with. I imagine he's dealt with stricter people.
Yeah, he's used to it. Yeah. I agree. I can't wait to talk to Corey. Corey's, I think, on the Reck and PopPop Show in the last one of the month.
June 30th. Jesus
There
Christ. You don't know anything about dates. You're like time blind. Like
dates, time zones, directions. Yeah. No.
I feel called out.
So
Corey, send me a copy of the new cover so I can make it for the YouTube link, please.
Yeah.
Please. I said please.
So Waldo, you're going to be part of the indie author booth too, right?
Yeah. I'm going to be there with a fat stack of 50 books.
Dun, dun, dun. So yeah, if you want to start.
And each one of those are very fat on their own.
Are you doing anything special for LitRPG Con? You're going to have stickers or you've been working on
I
your
heard
signature?
there was going to be a trivia game set up. So I'm going to try and get into that and give away a book bundle with the full complete first arc in physical books, 5 dog tags, and a very, very rushed morale patch. Very rushed.
It looks cool though.
It does. I was going to commission an artist, but it was like everyone I reached out to was like, we are not having this done in the timeline you need. I was like, okay.
In 5 minutes. I can't do it in 5 minutes.
Yeah, I got a friend that I was trying to.
Yeah. What was
what
that?
Are you gonna have? What are you gonna have at LitRPG Con?
A lot of loot, just random loot. I've got a bunch of new ribbons, and I'm gonna have some posters for the signings, like little posters of maybe book 3 covers. We'll see. And yeah, I'll have books and stuff as well at the booth. And I'm working on printing out some more of a slug army. So if you missed getting little miniature slugs at Jordan Con,
they're like that big.
Yeah, you just gotta convince your slug to use this in large scale. Yeah, it'll expand right up. We've got a cosplay going to where there's a bunch of us that are going to be your mom's party, which is going to be a lot of fun. So
your mom's party.
That's the group. So
yeah.
So you're telling me I should get another cosplay beyond the Where's Waldo cosplay I'm bringing?
Yeah, I think so. I think you need to be Gabrielle and just come in.
I am nowhere near good enough shape for that.
You just need to get one of those like muscle suits, just the abbed out top. Just put one on.
Why not?
Yep. Yeah, I mean, Corey, why not, right? Yeah. Yeah, Steven, we're going to miss you at LitRPG Con.
Yeah, absolutely. But at least we got to see him at Jordan Con.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the better half.
Yeah. Yeah. So
and for Steven's question, or you got it?
Yeah. So I was going to ask you Steven's question about the cover art. How did you pick the scene of the cover art?
So I have this problem where I don't have my cover art scene picked out until I finish writing the book, which then puts me in the problem of I have written the book, Now I have to wait for the cover to get in.
That's an
Haven't you
odd
learned to
problem.
change that around?
I should, but the scenes are so much better when I have them written out and I can go, blow by blow of what's gonna be in there. Versus, I'm guessing this is gonna kind of probably look like this, maybe.
Yeah.
So that's part of the reason why I would have covers for book 9 and 10 by now. However, I have to wait until October because my cover artist is very, very good, but very, very busy because he's very, very good.
That happens a lot.
Yeah,
It does happen. Yeah. It's funny because the art and the narrators, they blow up and then it's like, yep, I'm in this line. 6 months we'll have some art. Yeah.
Look, you just have to get super duper rich and you get to hold them on retainer.
There you go. There you go.
I'm pretty sure that doesn't happen to Jay Krause with Morpheus.
Probably not. Probably not. Yeah, it seems like
Speaking
each
of
cover
which,
hits right in the feel. Should
Did
stick
you
to your
see the-
system.
Did you see Book 10's cover? I think it's Book 10's cover for Jay's series.
Yeah, it's got Hannah
Hannah on it.
Yeah, love it. Mm-hmm. Well, if there was a book that you could just like magically put on everybody's TBR that's not one of your own, whose would it be?
Ooh, I like that change. That's a good change.
That is a good question. I would have normally said Iron Prince because I really love that first book. But at the rate they're going, I'm not sure if we'll ever get a book 3.
It's a problem.
So the other book I would say for sure is Monster Tamer Academy by Matt Herman. He's a great guy, a great author. It's a great fun book. It's definitely one that people should check out.
Yeah, I agree. I'm actually got Monster Tamer 2 on my TBR right now. It's like begging me to finish Wandering Ends.
I have that entire series and the rest of Quest Academy waiting for me to finish.
Yeah.
Electric Angel.
Now that I've read an Academy story, I might be able to go read Quest Academy. I don't know. We'll see.
Have you not read Quest Academy?
Yeah, a couple chapters into book 1.
Quest Academy was definitely a weird for me because I never thought I'd get into a story about a crafter of all things.
Yeah.
I mean, that helps.
I mean, it really is a crafting story too.
That helps.
I mean,
That's you have to get past the the beginning, the train ride and I guess TVs and
the train ride was actually what helped me get into it because I was like, this is a very interesting looking world. There's stuff going on. I want to find out more about it. And then the main character's a crafter. Okay, let's see what you do, buddy.
Waldo's like, all action, no crafting.
Look, my first draft that I ever got to it, the first draft I ever got to an editor reclaimer, they were like, you are suffering from Navy SEALs syndrome. You are just all in on the gas and no brakes. It's like, what does that mean? You need to take some breaks, sir. Let the characters breathe. But the fun part isn't stuff blowing up. No, breathe.
It's true. True story. True story. All right. Any last questions for Waldo? We've got about 5 minutes left in the hour.
Steven has
you know
one.
how he always likes to kick us off at the hour.
Says the person who objects when I go 2.5 hours with Raven's Dagger, which I did the other day just as well. So Steven wants to know what your soundtrack. Do you have a soundtrack when you're writing?
I do, but it's kind of random. I'll just type into YouTube. It's just like, give me some metal, give me electronic music, give me synth stuff. Synthwave stuff also. It just depends on there's also like the very, I don't even know the word, but it's like very dramatic kind of fantasy music that would fit in really well in like a Dark Souls game. I don't know what kind of genre music is that, but that. But what I have to make absolutely sure is that it doesn't have any lyrics because I end up writing the lyrics into whatever I'm working on. But it's like for action scenes especially, it's gonna be metal.
All gas, no brakes. Waldo's like, I just listen to people scream at me for 3 hours.
No vocals. No vocals.
And you wonder why the books are the way they are.
Yeah, I do not. That's why I started off asking Waldo, what's wrong? Man, are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm peachy.
Soul score, yeah.
Soul score.
Yeah. All right, so Waldo, what are you looking forward to for LitRPG Con?
I am looking forward to seeing everyone show up again. Because the first time I was there, I got to meet all sorts of people. I got to meet all sorts of readers. And it's just, when you go to cons that are outside of our genre, it's like everyone's like, what is LitRPG? And even though it's catching on more now, especially with Dungeon Crawler Carl blowing up, it's still 9 times out of 10, I feel like if I mention LitRPG progression fantasy, they look at me like I've grown a second head. So that nice homey feeling of not having to explain what the hell I write. It'll be nice.
Yeah.
And just getting to hang out with everyone again and meeting the fans and doing a book bundle for the first time is going to be very crazy. It's a lot more expensive than I thought it was going to be too. Turns out dog tags cost a lot more than you'd think.
Who would think that dog tags would cost that? Yeah, I don't know, but it's going to be a special price. Yeah.
Are you doing them as metal or did you do them as resin?
Metal.
They're always cheap, not cheap out even. Probably resin may not be all that much less.
I was like, it's going to be a special thing. It might not be. It might be a one-off. It might not be. Let me go all out. The Rex over here encouraging me. It's like, oh, I could do a
who knew dog tags were expensive? I was thinking they'd be just a couple bucks, you know.
I was going to do a quick, cheap morale patch from Etsy, and then I was like, wait, I could probably get a custom-made one. And Rick was like, go all out, do it. So I got $50 worth of morale patches coming in.
Sorry, Waldo's budget spreadsheet.
I can file those off as I could write those off as a marketing expense, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Yeah. There's going to be some crazy giveaways at the trivia game. So trivia is going to happen Saturday night after the variety show. Crit happens run in Morgan, and I think Dennis might be involved too. So it's going to be a fun crew running the shenanigans. Yeah. All right, Pop, what's your next show?
I have a show?
Yeah, you have all the dates, right, man?
I do actually, as a matter. Don't be snarky, because I do. Tomorrow night I have Jackson Wrights. That's more or less considered my Royal Road Wednesday. That is his current fiction is Nobody Saves the Princess. So go check that on Royal Roads. That had gone up on Rising Stars. It's off now, but it's a cool little story. And Nobody Saves the Princess. So
nice.
Thursday is this guy named Sean Oswald. Many books. Tons of books under 2 names. And of course, Welcome to the Multiverse. His Apocalypse series with Aaron Renfro. He has a new series coming out in July. Apocalypse Breaker is that series. He has a new time travel series coming out in July, which if you go over to my YouTube channel, you'll see what that's all about on the thumbnail. Next week, I'm a little bit light because next week I turn 65. So,
happy birthday.
Impossible. Happy birthday.
I am not doing much, even though you are doing something on my birthday, which I'll probably drag me into listening to. I'm not when you do that. Next Thursday, I have 2 interviews. I have Plum Parrot at 8:00. So join Plum Parrot. And also I have Why do you hurt my brain?
65 is catching up to you.
It is. It's one of those new. It's actually you're gonna know. It's the 3 o'clock interview, so you know what that means. It's 3 p.m. Eastern interview with Kevin Sinclair.
Yeah.
So that's we don't make the Islanders stay up until 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, which is they're grateful for.
Yes.
My schedule on Thursday, you can catch me on TikTok live with Geneva at 8 p.m. Eastern.
On Thursday or Wednesday?
Thursday. It's Thursday this week.
Okay.
Yep. So 8 p.m. Eastern with Geneva. So if you've got any questions about the con, catch us on TikTok. And if you're not a TikToker, don't worry. We're going to have a Facebook Live, YouTube Live here planned. We'll get the word out once we have a date. And then next week, I've got 2 interviews. On Tuesday, I've got Tommy talking about I'm Not the Hero. The series, I've read through book 4 and probably will have most of book 5 read by then. So
very
we'll talk about the
impressive.
series.
Very impressive.
Yeah. And then on Wednesday, I'll have Rainy Days on for Royal Road Wednesday, and we'll be talking about Goth Mommy, Bone Daddy, and Royal Road in general. It should be a fun talk. And then
I really need to read that.
Yeah, it's a good story. Yeah, it's a good one. And then I think who's up next for us? We've got Corey, right?
We've got that Corey Culligan guy with NPC for Hire.
So next on the Reck and PopPop Show in 2 weeks, we're going to be talking about NPC for Hire with Corey. Yeah. So.
And then after that, we don't have another one until after the con, but we will have something on the 14th. I think it'll just be us, probably.
I think we canceled the 14th and the after con.
Did we cancel the 14th? Oh, I can do something on? No, I don't want to do it.
You told me you're going to be con hungover, and
I'll
I agree.
be hungover.
I will too. Yeah. But our July show is, have we told people?
I don't know, but we should
to
get everyone ready.
You probably should.
Yeah.
On July 28th we're doing it early at 3 p.m.
Yeah, it's gonna be at 3 p.m.
Eastern, which means European English. Don Chapman, author, moderator, Royal Road Goddess.
Yeah. LitRPG royalty, Don Chapman. So excited to talk to Don. Yeah.
Yep. I loved it when someone in the chat's like, "You guys should talk to Don Chapman."
It's like we should. Yeah. All right, Waldo, tell us where can folks follow you if there are fans like I am of Waldo Rodriguez.
Sure, you can find me in Facebook at Waldo Rodriguez Writes. I'm on X, even though I barely use it. Waldo_RS there, and on Amazon under Waldo Rodriguez.
Mm-hmm. But not on TikTok. I can't tag you on TikTok, man.
No, I tried TikTok. I can't wrap my brain around it.
Yeah, fair.
It's not for me.
All right, everybody, go read Reclaimer and have a good rest of your night.
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I have to do this. I'm in charge. Yeah.
Oh, no.
All right. Guess what? Reck and PopPop Show is over. Go